I'd like to hear more about affordability too. I do understand that not all our difficulties are self-made, that there are outside factors that significantly impact this budget. The city manager's recent memo on the cost of 20 years of downloading from senior governments was very instructive. This year, so we're looking actually in downloading at 219.1 million, senior government legislative and regulatory frameworks of 34.8 million, and emerging areas of potential senior government partnership of $99.2 million. This downloading has driven costs and taxes up, and we need to push senior governments to take responsibility. But that said, we are responsible for a significant increase in the city's headcount, with more than 500 positions added since 2018 when we came in. And that's important because the majority of the city's budget, about 65%, boils down to salaries. Although some of these costs are recovered from offsetting user fees and many others are borne at the tax level, the beneficiaries of this largesse are categorized as being in one of the 4 council priority areas, and that's planning, DBL, ACCS, engineering, and corporate areas, including the city managers and the mayor's office, and corporate communications. These are really where these numbers have gone. More mouths to feed means the need for more revenue. And on the operating side of the budget, what we're seeing here is this means increases in property taxes and user fees. And on the capital side, it's come from regularizing developer contributions as a revenue line item. Starting in 2009, as the baseline review would have indicated, the city institutionalized the sale of zoning. More than a decade since this practice began, it now comprises about half of the city's capital budget funding. Rezoning to generate revenue has inflated land values exponentially as a byproduct, and this perhaps unintended consequence is a major contributing factor to the affordability crisis, going back to affordability in the city. And this is a wholly unsustainable model. People are being priced out of the city on virtually every level as the organization seeks more and more revenue from the people who live and work in this city. So again, here we are in December of 2021. We're in the second year of a pandemic. Taxes have risen to, what did you say, Councillor Kirby-Yung, over that period, 20%, 21%? And I mentioned earlier that the 5% from last year would have been 12% if we hadn't tapped 57 million out of our reserves. So again, we stand poised to do this again with little prospect that the pattern will change in the future. And I got to ask all of us, when does it stop? Thanks.
Councillor Carr, on the amended amendment, just 3 minutes.